Welcome to Cake Playground, where it's all about the fun. This lesson is on how to make a whale for the Ocean Preppy Cake that's shown here. This cute little whale even comes complete with a water spout. We're going to start off by shaping the body using a 50-50 mix of pink fondant and white gum paste. Take a ball about the size of a tennis ball and rub it smooth between your hands. Now you're going to use your fingertips to gradually shape the tail. About 2/3 of this ball is the head and about 1/3 is the tail. It should look like this. This whale is going to go on the bottom tier of this 8-inch cake. So I used styrofoam cake dummies in 6 and 8 inches. I previously made the octopus, and here I'm using the dummy and the octopus to get the shape and size of the whale to make sure it's the proper proportion. Now, using a sharp knife, cut about 1 inch in to split the tail into the back fin. Take a look at your whale with the curved tail to make sure that the body and the tail are in proper proportion. Next, you're going to take a long wooden skewer and run it all the way through the 8-inch dummy so it touches the table, and run the body of the whale through the wooden skewer where it would go on the cake. Next, you're going to take the tail and shape it in the position that you want it to go on the cake, and you're going to use another wooden skewer or a toothpick to hold the tail in place while it dries. Now you can use your fingertips to shape the tail. It should be more narrow and pointy at the end, and I also curved it up here, and I'm going to use a wooden skewer to prop it up. If you need tissues or cotton, you can also use those to prop up the whale. Now we're going to make the water spout. It should look like this. We're going to start off by using a pair of wire cutters to cut off the top part of the wooden skewer, but leave the bottom. It should look like this. To cover the wooden skewer, we're going to use a small amount of pink gum paste. Just use your fingertip to smooth it onto the head of the whale. Then we're going to add a darker amount of burgundy gum paste on top of the whale's head to form the whale spout. We're using prefabricated flower stamens to make the water. There are 5 stamens in a long length, 2 in a medium length, and 2 in a short length. Insert the stamens in where the burgundy gum paste is at. If you have any difficulty inserting the stamens, you can use a wooden skewer to widen the hole. So be sure and insert the stamens at the varying lengths, so you have 1 long, 2 medium, and 2 short. After you've arranged the stamens in the lengths that you need, press the gum paste in at the base so that you can secure the stamens and keep them from falling out. They should look like this. Next, we're going to make the face to look like this. To make the eye, we're going to use white gum paste and burgundy gum paste. Mark where the eye goes, about midway on the body, right beneath the spout. Using a paintbrush, apply a small amount of Tylose mixed with water. Then, add your small ball of white gum paste to make the eye white. Apply Tylose again, and a small ball of burgundy-colored gum paste to make the pupil. Smooth it down with your gum paste tool until it looks like this. The rest of the face and fin are painted on using gel coloring and a small, thin paintbrush. For the eyebrow, I'm using white mixed with pink. You can see here how I'm mixing the color until I achieve the shade of color that I need for the eyebrow. When you've gotten the shade of pink that you want, take your paintbrush and paint the eyebrow right above the eyeball, following the shape of the eye. Next, you're going to paint the mouth. I'm using a small amount of burgundy mixed with white. I start with the smile first, and I paint it underneath the eyeball along the shape of the eyeball. And then starting at the base of the whale, toward the front, I paint the mouth itself, and then fill it in with some burgundy until it's the shape that I want it to be. Start off small and then fill it in as you need to. I painted the fin with the same color of burgundy that I used for the mouth. I traced an outline to the right of the eye and the mouth and then filled it in with burgundy. Set aside to dry for at least 3 days until completely dry. When the whale is completely dry, you can remove him from the styrofoam and place him on the cake. The skewer provides support for the weight of the whale. And here you see the whale sitting on the cake with his octopus friend. Visit CakePlayGround.com for the classes on how to do the octopus and how to put this cake together. Also, visit CakePlayGround.com for product and supply list. There are other free video classes at CakePlayGround.com. At Cake Playground, it's all about the fun.